Hey everybody, welcome to Crackpot, the podcast where each and every week we dive into a different conspiracy and discuss the merits or demerits of each, except this week.
A little bit different, folks. You're on vacation, and so are we. Actually, by the time this one drops, we'll be back from vacation, but rest assured, the time we recorded it, we are out in the great North Woods. Where exactly are we, Tim?
We are in the greatest national park in the state of Minnesota, Voyageurs National Park.
Oh, is that where we are?
It's amazing, folks. I'm just telling you, this park is phenomenal, especially if you have a boat. Come to find out, we do not have a boat. We have a canoe.
If you don't know where it's at, it's basically nestled up against the Canadian border, the northernmost part of Minnesota, which is, the icebox of Minnesota, icebox of the nation, International Falls. And despite it being generally 40 below year-round, we managed to sneak in here when it's, it was 85 to get today or something?
It was warm. It was hot. Tomorrow looks like around 65 or so, but folks, it's fantastic up here. Trees and birds and water and sky. We saw 3 bald eagles today?
Yes, at least. A couple of deer. That's not that outstanding, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. You know, we booked this trip actually months before we started the podcast, so when we got ready to go on this thing, we thought, what more could we possibly want than to talk to each other and nobody else around for just a couple of days? We don't see each other enough as it is.
My wife is like, you sure you still want to go? Don't you talk to him 2 times a week?
Yeah.
For hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Much to my surprise, and maybe yours, Tim. Actually been plenty of conversation here, a lot about future episodes,
True.
Future topics, different ideas, that kind of a thing. Good chance to unwind a bit and just kind of clear our heads.
It's a working vacation. Actually, it's a tax write-off.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So
we do 0. How does that work? 0 off our taxes because we don't.
I have no idea. I just thought it'd be witty to say. But yeah, we've been rehashing a few old favorites. We talked about Dyatlov Pass last night. We're still clueless. So,
though we did kind of scare ourselves a bit and brought the knives into the tent just in case we had to carve out a back door 2 a.m. or something.
You're talking about that one. What else? What else came up? A possible future one. Do you want to even mention it?
I don't remember which one.
the people.
Nope.
No.
Save it.
Come on,
Save
you
it.
could just say that.
I'm serious, man. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag here.
Okay.
But we did have a serious talk.
There's one about camping. Boom. There, I said it. That's all I'm going to say.
I can live with that. We did have a pretty serious talk, though, about the creature that stalks the woods, apparently all over the world.
True.
No definitive proof, except for, I think, what Tim heard last night, knocking against the trees.
That's true. No.
I'm talking, of course, about the Yeti.
Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch, you name it, the abominable snow monster. Yeah.
I don't believe it. For the record, never will.
And I probably don't believe it, but, enough cultures have the same thing, the same mythical creature, that I can't write it off. So I need to do the research. That one's coming up, hopefully.
I actually thought of a really strong counterpoint to that argument a little bit ago. I got to save it for the pod, Rob.
Oh, come on. All right, you can tell me in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I won't.
What else? What else have we thought of? Oh yeah, we were hoping to see some UFOs or minimally stars.
Actually, wait a sec.
Overcast.
Do you really want to see a UFO?
No, that's a fair point. I do not, but it would
Stars,
it would make for an interesting story. Although I don't think anyone would believe us if we said we saw that. They'd be like, "Yeah, okay, the two guys from the
conspiracy.
the conspiracy podcast,
just a publicity stunt.
So no stars, overcast, unfortunately. Maybe tomorrow we might get some luck, but see the Milky Way and all those wonderful twinkling lights.
Couldn't agree more. So Tim, sitting out here, you got anything on your mind outside of the things we've covered so far? Anything just kind of rising to the surface, or are you tuned out because we're totally away from civilization?
I'm trying to tune out.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
We have been talking about the live show. Can't talk about that enough.
No, couple weeks here.
Couple weeks away.
July 22nd.
Yep.
Historic St. Paul, Minnesota, the capital, folks, for those of you who don't know.
It's going to be good. We do have the topic finalized.
Yes.
Research has begun.
Yes.
Zach doesn't know much more about it than the topic man.
Although I actually chose the topic.
he's like, hey, this exists. Look into it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. So what can I give a tiny spoiler?
No. But you can just be rest assured at home, folks. It'll be a real humdinger of a show.
It'll be good.
You can buy your tickets ahead of time. Of course, AmsterdamBarandHall.com. Go to the events page, click on that. It'll take you, I don't know, you got to scroll down a little ways to get to July 22nd. Buy your tickets ahead of time. $10. $10 is a real steal as far as I'm concerned.
Did I mention we saw 3 bald eagles today?
I think it was more than that, actually.
Could have been. I think the one was the same one we saw earlier.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's doing circles. You can't. That's only one. You can't count that as 2.
Lots of loons too. Oh, it's beautiful up here, folks. I would tell you to come up here, but it's crowded enough as is, so stay at home. Don't visit Voyagers. It's too perfect.
Yeah, that's right. This island that we're on, don't come here either.
Yeah, this campsite's awful. You wouldn't like it one bit.
We've dropped enough hints along the way for you at home to figure out which one of the 7,000 islands we're actually on. If you can figure it out, I will personally buy you a ticket to the live show. You got to arrange your own transportation, but yeah.
I suppose that's probably true.
Well, Tim, it's not going to be long before, I was going to say lights out, but I guess lights out doesn't really count here, does it?
No, it doesn't. I'd say before the stars are out, but the sun is, I think it's sunset. We still got some twilight off to the west.
Yeah.
Man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think anyone's still listening at this point?
I seriously doubt it at this point. But, we didn't feel good just skipping a week. With the 4th of July, we're trying to catch up, at home on family things. Of course, take a little break in here. So apologies, we don't have a full-fledged episode. Though next week we do have a great topic lined up. No spoilers here, but you will not go home dissatisfied, I promise you. And so, I think in the meantime, hopefully you're having a great holiday. Whether or not you celebrate the 4th of July doesn't matter. Take some time to hang with the family, give your spouse a hug your kids. Kiss your neighbor. I don't know.
Watch some fireworks. I don't know.
Whatever you do. You can do whatever you want. Just
it's
take
the 4th
a moment.
Of July, man. You got freedom to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So don't let Zach tell you what to do. Jeez.
I wonder if the audio recording of this is better than our actual microphone setup.
That'll be so depressing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's only one way to find out. Recorded
on a cell phone in the Great North Woods, folks. Thanks for tuning in this week. Sorry it's short. We did want to leave you something, but we're having fun up here. Hope you're having fun where you are. We will catch you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.